As a man, you don't stand out by being the loudest one in the group. You don't stand out by doing backflips. You don't stand out by bullying other men. It could have worked out back in ancient times when you had to be aggressive to deter attacks. That's when bullying actually helped, right? Like a woman back, our ancestors were naturally either the victim or the perpetrator. Okay, so being the bully back then showed the woman that if you're the bully, that means you're not the victim, and so I should give you my genes, the most aggressive one. But that's not entirely today because being a bully is frowned upon. But a lot of bullies usually have girlfriends if you really pay attention, like in school. Not as they get older, women change their tastes. But let's talk about what are 10 things that you guys, 9 things that you guys can do to stand out from other men. All right. And the first one is it goes in descending order from the most obvious to the subtle ones. The first one is move to another country where you're different. It is the most instantaneous way to stand out from other women. Me, I'll go to Mexico, instantly stand out. I'll go to Europe with my accent, instantly stand out. So it could be accent or it could be a physical type of trait. All right. So if you're a skinny girl, I was gonna say if you're skinny, go to Africa, but African men like big women. But that's the first one. Simply going to another country, and a lot of dudes who are expats do that. They go to South America. A lot of white guys, even black guys. It works with black guys too. A lot of black or white guys go to South America, and they notice that people treat them completely different. And that's because they just stand out. Everywhere they go, they're just gonna stand out. All right, that's the first one. The second thing is dress, and again, it goes in descending order. And this one I don't do this one. Well, I do it. I have a shaggy look. I have a unique look the way I dress, but dress fashionably. One of the laws of power is to be treated like a king, dress like a king. There is something to be said that dressing fashionably makes you stand out. It is plain and simple. It's like you can never. How attractive you are will never go down if you dress fashionably. It is something that just doesn't hurt you in any way, shape, or form. It can only lift it up. That's the second thing, right? Again, this is the most obvious ones. We're gonna get to the nitty gritty the more we get. Fourth one, first, third, right? The third one is get in physical shape. A lot of fat asses and a lot of skinny dudes. If you're just in decent shape, you will stand out because most dudes don't have the discipline to get in shape. So the fourth one is go where your skills are scarce. That is the instantly how to become a higher value person. So if you're around artists like I am and you paint this, most people won't bat an eye. Put that around other people who are not artists, all of a sudden they're in shock, right? So it could be that you're the only artist in your social circle. I can promise you will have a higher stat. You will stand out. You will stand out to other women. Somebody in that social circle will tell somebody, and somebody will become attracted to you because you're an artist. It's just that simple. It's just how it works. Okay, it could be that you are a. What's another example of a unique skill set? It could be that you work at a job and you're the only one who knows about marketing. All of a sudden, you stand out. All of a sudden, they ask you for advice. All of a sudden, people at your job see you as an authority in marketing. Naturally, that makes you more competent, which makes you more attractive to women. So whatever skill that you have, go to where that skill is pretty scarce, right? So if you're like an example, it could be like basketball. If any player from today will go into the 80s, they'll be the best 3-point shooter of the 80s. It's just that simple. They'll be the best 3-point shooter, right? And they'll be unique. They'll be wanted because they have a unique skill set, right? That happens with sports. It happens at your job, right? It even happens with sex, where a dude knows how to bang a woman really well. Well, women talk about you, like seriously, right? They talk about you, and they want to have sex with you because you know how to fuck. That does happen. So go where your skills are scarce, and you'll notice that you instantly stand out. So like I'm an artist, and Mexico unfortunately doesn't have the government doesn't put too much money into art. So when I go to Mexico and people see me paint, they think it's fucking crazy, right? Why? Because I learned how to paint here and I bring it there, and all of a sudden the quality is a little better. So my skills are actually in context is better, and women find that more attractive. Men respect that. Women find that attractive, right? So go where your skills are scarce. The next one is take up a leadership role at your job or school. So that means if you're at a school, find a club to join, and over time become responsible. Go every day. Show that you have leadership skills so that they maybe promote you to being the secretary of the club, to being the vice president of the club, or maybe the president of the chess club. Wherever it is, take up leadership position wherever you can. So at your job, if you're just if somebody who fries, become the manager at your job. It could be at McDonald's, it could be at Hooters. I can promise you, it doesn't matter where you are a manager at. If you lead people, you will stand out. Women will even literally look at you more because you're the leader of that group. The sixth one, show competence with seriousness. Don't just be good at something, be serious. Why? Because the seriousness makes you stand out. Most men are goofballs. Most men are goofballs. Most men joke around. And as fun as it is, as funny as it is, right? Because it is funny, women respect seriousness a lot more than goofiness. So don't just be good at something, be serious, because the seriousness along with the competence that you have will give you an attractive aura. You will stand out. You will stand out. Because you actually almost become a little intimidating because you're so serious and good at what you do. That intimidating aura, women find attractive, and you will stand out because of that. And this goes to the next one. Don't be a clown. Don't be a clown. And how you can learn to not be a clown? Let others joke around, and you be the one that laughs at their jokes. Right? Be the one. Say less than necessary. Don't talk too much. If you feel the need to joke around, just hold it in. I understand a lot of people are like that. That's how I am. I'm naturally a silly person, but it takes a lot of effort for me to hold it in. But I learned to do it, because by being serious you don't lose nothing. You have everything to gain. Being a goofball, you have more to lose when you're a goofball. Women don't find that attractive. Let the women be the goofball, not the man. Let the class clown be the goofball, because that guy, the class clown, doesn't get laid unless he's the class clown because he's the coolest one in the group, and so people laugh at everything he says. That's different. But being the class clown, being the one that goofs around, doesn't earn you any respect. Number 8. Let's go back to number 6. Show competence. Be good at something. And the only way to be competent at something is to practice. Practice makes you more attractive. In fact, when you practice something, you actually learn to be more serious, because when you're practicing, you're usually just serious. You're practicing. And as you practice more, that demeanor will slip into your daily life, where you'll be so focused on when you were practicing and you'll be thinking about it, that it literally changes your demeanor. Practicing changes your demeanor. It makes you more serious. Number 8, embrace your masculine and your feminine. I've made videos about this. So you could just go to YouTube and put Mindful Attraction, how to embrace your feminine side, right? Because it is attractive. But if you actually learn to embrace your masculine and your feminine, it's not just that you're going to be walking around with a skirt on. That's not what I'm talking about. Embracing your masculine and your feminine is an example, could be Prince, right? Where he has a feminine way of dressing, but his voice is very deep, and he moves slowly, and he has a masculine way of talking and interacting with women, right? It could be that you're a man's man, but you enjoy art. It could be that you're a man's man, but you I don't know, an example like the point. Look, man, the thing is, this is such a complex topic, but as a man, women find men who embrace their feminine very attractive. This is a reason why women like artists, because art is a feminine thing. It truly is. But women like that because they love seeing a guy having a feminine touch to him, right? Don't just be super masculine. Have a feminine touch. It could be that you're a super masculine guy, but you love arranging flowers. It could be that you're a super feminine guy, but you love animals. That's why guys who love animals, guys with pets, women find that attractive, because it shows that you have empathy, right? and you will instantly stand out. And it also comes down to dressing as well. Like, don't let gender roles tell you how to dress. Like, seriously. If there's something, think about it. What do guys like? Women like guys who wear earrings. That's a feminine thing. That's actually a feminine touch. But women like that. They find that irresistible. Right? Not acting like a bitch. That's completely different. And the last one, be the only man at your job or your field. Doctors, man. Doctors are a perfect example of this, man. Doctors get laid like a motherfucker, right? So it's be the only man at your job or your field, or have a high lucrative job. Those are the two things, right? The last one. That was 9 and 10. But it could be that you're a nurse. Like Gaylord Fokker from Meet the Parents, he was the only nurse. But I can promise you, because he's the only nurse, a lot of nurses fought for him. I can promise you that. Working at Hooters, right? Being part of an art school, as an example. Well, me and my art school, I haven't dated anybody in my art school, by the way. Just to let you guys know. But by simply being the only man at your job or school, it creates a preselection. What does that mean? When women see other women being attractive to you, but there are two things that happen. Two phenomena with two different effects. One, being surrounded by women, but also the other one is being surrounded by women and the women showing you indicators of interest. Two completely different things. Both have a positive effect on you, but the best one is when the women are giving you signs, indicators of interest. But if you're just surrounded by women, it does make you more attractive, right? That's good. But there's another level. Women literally looking at you, all the women literally looking at you, and women noticing that the women are looking at you, like it's almost like a Kaioken, like a fucking Super Saiyan version of being around women. But if you're the only man at your job, or one of the only men at your job or class, you're just gonna stand out. So it could be. That's why I always recommend going to salsa classes, because there's barely any men that go there. Ballerinas, fucking mercy. Ballerinas, or even cheerleaders, man. That if you're a dude who does that, somebody's gonna fuck you. I mean, it's just that simple. You're gonna stand out. It's just that simple. You will stand out. Okay. Anyways, this is how you stand out from other men almost everywhere you go. I gave you guys the whole 10 ways to do it. Apply it to your life. This takes time. This takes planning. You have to commit yourself to do it. And over time, this will happen, okay? Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh.
Okay, so if you consider yourself a nice guy, if you're the type of person that always gets played by women, is considered like a mama's boy, or you like assertiveness, or you've been bullied when you were a little kid, and so you develop some nice guy's tendencies, then I would highly recommend you check out my new course, Nice Guy. It's specifically made for just nice people in general. I'm a nice guy. I was a nice guy. I was a Bible teacher, for God's sake. I was a Bible teacher. It doesn't get any more nicer than that, okay? So in this course, I will teach you about the art of assertiveness. And if you just learn to become more assertive in a healthy and non-toxic way, what will happen is that men will respect you and women will bang you for the most part, okay? As long as women respect you and see you as a man, that's all that matters. So this course is more about how to embrace your masculine side. If a guy watches this, he'll embrace his masculine side. If a woman watches this, they'll embrace their feminine. This is a course specifically made to bring out your assertive self in a healthy way. So you're gonna learn about the source of human aggression. You're gonna learn about how to assert yourself in terms of in a work situation, what to do if somebody disrespects you, how to know if somebody is disrespecting you or not. Because when you're a nice person, you assume that everybody has good intentions. So you can check out all of this. It's a pretty big course, but the size of the course, it doesn't matter. You can check out all of this for just $99. And if you don't like it, just ask for your money back and I'll send you your money back. No questions asked. Not one time in my career have I ever rejected somebody's refund. So if you don't like it, it's a money back guarantee. This is the equivalent of buying a sneaker. Okay, it's a really good investment. So I'll see you guys inside. It's a 30-day money back guarantee and you will not regret it, because after this course, you will learn how to become more assertive and women will stop playing you. It's plain and simple, and that's all that matters. I'll see you guys inside.